Hello, 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 and welcome to the Unspoken Heart Discussion Hour. Thank y'all for tuning in. As you already seen, pertaining to my post on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook, we have a special, beautiful guest that is going to be talking with us today, and she had brought some cast members in, so just sit back and enjoy. Make sure you share so that we can get this out live. We're going to start with some of the announcement. Don't y'all forget, I know some of y'all have already entered, but it'll be all the way to December the 16th. We started the Christmas raffle on November the 14th. So we have two parts, which I think some of y'all getting confused on. There's two parts of the raffle, and the first part is actually the gift basket for two and a $100 gift card to Amazon. Now, when you see this post here, only thing required is a purple heart underneath this flyer in the comment area, and then inbox me your phone number, because as you know, when we do the raffles, we call the winner live. So make sure you get your purple hearts in under this flyer here. And then there's a second flyer, which we have the 50-inch 4K Slim TV. Now, the raffle tickets for this TV here is just $10. Now, you put two purple hearts, then you inbox me your phone number. And there's going to be a Cash App where you'll see on the post with this flyer here. There's a Cash App and PayPal where you pay for your raffle ticket. Then on the 16th, we will pull the winner and call them live during the discussion hour. So make sure y'all get your hearts in, your numbers over, and good luck. Now, we're going to go ahead and bring our special guest in. She is born and raised in New Mexico. She's a playwright, novelist, director, motivational speaker. She attended St. Philip's College and Our Lady of the Lakes. She is executive director at We Speak Up for Voiceless, CEO at Poetry and Motion Publishing. We introduce to y'all Minister KAREN CHATTUM-DOZIER. Hello, pretty lady. How we doing? Okay, I think your volume again. Can you hear us? Is your mic unmuted? Okay, yeah, it's muted. I see it's muted. Okay, now it's unmuted. Yeah, we can't hear you. Okay, while, while you doing that, we're gonna go ahead and bring in your other guest from the new play. We got Tamara Klein.
Hello, hello, hello.
And we also have Leia.
Hello, good evening. Nice to be
Good
with you today.
evening. We're gonna give her a minute to get her volume worked with. So what we're gonna start with, Leia, could you tell us a little bit about yourself? You there, Leia?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were talking to me. Hi, I'm
Yeah.
Leia Isaguirre. I am Chief Officer of Operations for We Speak Up for the Voiceless, Inc. I work with Miss Karen Chattum-Dozier. I have the pleasure of doing that on a daily basis to bring prevention, intervention, and awareness to lots of different social issues and sometimes things that people don't talk about on a daily basis. So we're really blessed to be with you this evening and let you know a little bit more about what we're about.
And we also have Miss Tamara.
Hold on, I'm unmuted.
Okay, it's muted again. There you go. Okay, it's back on mute.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Hello, how you doing?
Great, great, great. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am Tamara Klein Russell. I've been acting and singing probably for the last 15 years in San Antonio. I've done several plays. I worked with Karen probably like the last maybe about 8 years. I've
Okay.
done several plays with her from 16 to Can't Nobody Tell Her Like I Can, and Hurting Became a Habit was my last one.
Okay, okay. And we also have Miss Lauren.
Hey, my name is. I am actually, this is going to be my first play with Karen. I'm super excited. God has definitely brought me and opened doors for me. I'm super excited. um, a little bit about me. I'm a recovered addict myself, and I work in the business of uh, awareness of HIV prevention and also substance abuse awareness.
Okay, okay, great. And we have Miss Karen back with us. Hi. All right. Okay, is your volume all right now? Okay. Okay, Karen, you there? Yeah, I think she's having technical difficulties.
Yeah, Karen. Yes, Karen's there. I'm not sure why we're not able to hear her. Let me do some troubleshooting on that end.
Okay.
Be back with you.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go ahead to a break, and as I informed y'all, she does have a play. She is a playwright, director, and we're going to look at one of the plays here.
I'm so sorry. Why you keep putting your hands on me? Why you keep coming home drunk and high all the time?
Janae, I'm not always putting my hands on you. I haven't put my hands on you in about a month, and even then, I just pushed you. It ain't my fault that you clumsy and you fell to the wall. But let you tell me it's all my fault, all right? Why you walking around here like somebody shaved your face into something? And besides, liquor is perfectly legal.
Yeah, this is what you wanted.
One, stay out of my business. Two, weed is from the earth. And three, oh yeah, stay out of my business.
Gary, I need to go to the hospital. Please take me to the hospital. I tell him I fell again. I tell him anything you want me to do.
Girl, I can't take you to the hospital, stupid. Those doctors are not gonna understand that I didn't mean to jump on you. That I'm stressed. You think you're the only one going through hell? Well, my life is changing too. Janae, I got no job. Everybody always riding me, telling me what to do. Don't nobody care about if I'm in school or not.
I care.
I ain't never been on daddy before. I don't know nothing about being on daddy. We're gonna teach me how to be a daddy, huh?
Oh, my mic.
My mama supposed to be so holy. Walk up, she don't have my kids say, huh? She's supposed to be speaking life into my situation, right? But all she do is talk about She's been doing that my entire life. Because I look like my daddy.
Okay, now whatever happened.
Gave up being good. All she ever told me was that I was just like him.
What happened? What does it say?
It's nothing.
And I tried praying. But no, every time I pray, it seems like things don't change. You know, I tell my sister to take care because she likes to get all up in my business anyway.
Gary, I'll pray with you. Let's talk Pastor Ken or Minister Jackson.
Today I'm not calling nobody. I told you I gotta go.
Gary, you know I gotta go to the grocery store today. You know we got our stamps today.
So I don't care about that.
Your mama already gave me the money to get the tissue and stuff that we needed for the house. How am I gonna handle my business?
Scream again. I dare you. Do I look like I'm gonna pray with you? Do I look like I'm gonna pray with you? If you touch me again today, I promise I will cave your face.
Gary, I love you.
What did I tell you? Keep your food off of me. Oh my God. You're supposed to talk today. You. I told you I got to go.
Okay, we have Miss Karen back with us. And at this time, we want to go ahead and thank y'all for tuning in. Mr. Will Pabon, Melvin, Thomas Arias, Keisha Shackles, Barbara Calloway, Micah Finch, Nakita McClure. Thank y'all for tuning in. Ray Charles and Denise Thompson. Thank you for tuning in. We are here now with Miss Karen Chatham.
Ma'am.
Thank you. Now, we had some of your cast members introduce themselves, tell us a little bit about themselves. They're a part of one of your plays. One of them been with you all the way, which is very dedicated. So tell us a little bit about you, Karen, because you're a playwright, you do poetry, you just like beef stew, everything in one.
Beef stew. I love beef stew. So I am an advocate foremost. Um, see, you said it. Beef stew. I'm an advocate. I'm a person who chooses to speak up on purpose for people who's been through it. It's like I refuse to be a victim. I'm a survivor of life and
Right.
everything that can hold in it to do with social issues from abuse, family violence, sexual violence, mental health. And I just choose not to be a victim. And the way I do that is I thrive by helping somebody else and giving them the opportunity to see that there's power in their voice.
Thank you. Thank you. Love it. Love it. Now, before we get to your cast members and the play that they're in, um, you're also a published author of 2 books. One of them is Tired of Being Tired. Which
Yes,
I love that title. I really love that title. But also Full Circle. Can,
yes.
can you tell everyone a little bit about those books there?
Okay, so tired of being tired comes first. I got tired of being tired enough to write it. And so it brings awareness to what can go wrong really quickly in a relationship when people stop talking to each other.
Mm,
And I did it in 2 voices. I actually was challenged. You can't speak up for a man. You're not a man, and I did it. So the first half is from the woman's voice, from the wife, and then the second half is the husband. And then I did full circle, and then I let that other person speak. No one likes to speak out loud about the other person, but they have a voice too. It's just usually hushed.
yeah, I agree. Now, the play that was just shown to everyone, can you tell us a little bit about that play and what was the message within it?
Karen Chattum's If My Tears Could Talk. That brought awareness to mental health. That was the primary social issue that we focused on, especially with the diagnosis of dissociative identity disorder. I wanted to show it from a man's point of view that women hit too. And hurting people without intervention will hurt other people, including themselves. So instead of it being the focus on the wife's tears, we focused on her husband's tears. Because whenever she would spiral out, she would hit him. And he taught her that in his counseling session, he learned that if just because I'm standing here, you're not hitting me, you're hitting them. He was just the person that was there to become the target.
Wow.
Because people need to hurt and get it out.
And that's very interesting because I love to read, and this is the first time that I've heard somebody actually write something on behalf of the men because, for years, men, they've been hush hush. Nobody was aware that men get abused as well, in domestic violence. So, I personally thank you for bringing this out so that they can also break barriers and have a voice as well as they do with the women.
You're welcome. I'm glad you wanted to know more about that because men hurt just like women hurt, and then we all hurt differently, but hurt is hurt.
Yeah,
And if we don't get help, then we're going to hurt other people. It's just as simple as that. It's a ripple effect. Even if it's just by the fact that you're hurting you, people who love you get hurt when you hurt you.
exactly, exactly. Amen. Now, this here, the plays that you have written, I'm gonna ask you. Because I've never written a play. I'm a published author as well, as you know, and
Yes.
and I also do poetry. But to actually say write a play, what started you into getting into writing a play?
Actually, a local playwright. I asked him to look at something that I thought it was going to be a book. It was Karen Chatham 16. His name is Michael Gray. And he looked at it and he told me, this is a play. I told him, I don't know how to write a play. He told me to have a written conversation. And so that's what I did. By his guidance, I was able to sit down and write Karen Chatham 16 and turn what I thought was going to be a novel and to a dialogue on stage.
Okay, okay. Now, can you tell everyone what was 16 consisted of?
Karen Chatham 16 consists of two young people who had to grow up really quickly. She was pregnant, she was 16, he was 18. I pulled that story from my life experience. That whole play isn't my whole life. It was just based on some of the things I went through, and I needed to put it somewhere. And so I put it in my ink. And what it does is tell you the story about Janae and Gary. And he's really abusive because he's 18 years old and now he's a dad and a husband, and he doesn't know how to be him yet, let alone all of that responsibility. And he was really reckless. And she had some strong people who loved her. And even in good love, that doesn't mean everybody make the right choices. As
Exactly.
you can see, they put a gun in her hand at 16 years old.
Oh, wow. Now, can you tell us a little bit about this one here?
Karen Chatham's You Should Have Told Me.
Yes.
We're actually going to run that again next year. Karen Chatham's You Should Have Told Me talks about a man who cheated on his wife. He actually had two wives.
Mm.
He failed to tell his second wife about the first one.
Okay. Okay.
I invite people to check your resources.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Also, you run an organization. And
Yes, ma'am.
could you tell everyone about this organization and what is all consistent within it?
Okay, so our ministry is titled We Speak Up for the Voiceless Inc. And what it does is has three parts in it. I sit down with individuals or I do group facilitations. The other part are the stage plays that you all see. We always bring awareness, prevention, and or intervention. The difference between what we do and most is that I don't give people a card or a brochure. I give people because as a victim back in the day, I remember people would give me a card, but I would be scared to take it home, so I would throw it away or I'd hide it and forget where I hid it. So if I'm giving a person who comes to me after a play or during the half show and they're saying, that's me, then I link them up with someone there on the spot.
Okay. Good, good. So after ones have seen this play, you have experienced them coming up to you saying, I can relate. Is there any way that you can help me or lead me somewhere?
Yes, ma'am. I'm going through that. I'm getting beat up. I get it all. And so we have SAPD there. We have, organizations like B-Days that'll get them tested for HIV. I teach people if you're not positive, you're negative, then you need a test.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
if you know that you're positive and you're not in care, let us help you get linked in the care.
Yes, yes. Now, I happen to find this here. I love this cover, Tired of Being Tired. When I look at this cover, I mean, it gives a lot of emotion. I don't know if you chose this single-handedly, but in order to choose a cover for this here, was it a certain type of feeling that you wanted to reach towards everybody before they actually got the ingredients?
Pain.
True,
is
true.
what I wanted her to capture. That was the third cover of Tired of Being Tired. That book has been through a lot of process. So it is not the last cover. The person that is on my last cover is actually Shantae.
Oh, okay, okay. I love that cover, but I mean, I love the titles. How do you come up with the titles that you have for your plays and for your books? Because I know people, when I got into writing, they said you have to think of a catchy title, something that's going to want somebody to crave for what's inside of that book. So what came by you to come up with these titles for your plays and your book?
Experience, whatever I felt from that experience. That's usually what You Should Have Told Me. When I came up with Karen Chattum's You Should Have Told Me, it was because that was a conversation that was had. When I found out that my then husband had a wife he failed to tell me about, his retort to me was, you didn't ask if I was married. And I told him, you should have told me. And that play was birthed out of that situation.
Wow, wow. Now we're gonna take a break and we're gonna look at another play of yours, and we're gonna come back and talk about it, and then we're gonna get some words from your cast members of your recent play.
Yes,
Everyone,
ma'am.
this is Karen Chatham.
To the ground, the stronger bird goes back to pick that one up, and the rest of the bird, they cheer us on as the strongest lead. Well, in this house, we're like that group of birds.
Wait. I'm sorry, Miss Sherry.
Oh.
Thank you for coming to get me. You were right. He didn't care anything about me. He never did. He only cared about what I could do for him. Miss Sherry, do you know what it feels like to just feel low?
Baby, I know probably more than you will ever know. I can't count how many times I've written a blank check that my spirit just couldn't cash.
Truthfully, I didn't care about him either. I haven't cared about men in a long time. You see, Koya, I was molested too. My stepdad took my virginity in exchange for a teddy bear. Here it is, 12 years later, and I still can't stand to walk past the white teddy bear. I'm sorry, Jerry. He didn't stop until it was confirmed that I was pregnant. I was only 14, and my mama refused to believe that it was his. She hated the truth so bad that she made me have an abortion. And after that, men became something to use. I stopped crying the day that she made me kill my baby. But that pain became an ache. I remember one day, I was so stressed out that I just grabbed both of my arms like this, and the memories of that pain went away. But then I saw my arms, and I was just as broken as the skin on my arms. But I refused to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I hurt. So I started wearing long sleeves and jeans. And then I made every man pay for what she allowed her husband to take from me with ease. And that's it. That's my truth. Y'all got me all naked up in here. It's just left up to y'all to keep my truth within these walls. May I have that hug now?
Wow. Journey, thank you so much for sharing. Baby, I know that wasn't easy. And just know what's said in these walls stays in these walls, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And know that God has that peace that you're searching so desperately for. He loves you, and so do we. I got you. You have to stop hurting you now. Will you let me help you?
I'm willing to try. I just need for you to show me where to begin.
Well, okay.
I don't know why the screen froze up, but I'm glad y'all was able to hear it at least. Karen, can you tell us a little bit about that one there? Because that one there, it touched deeply. I mean, when I sat there and watched that, it's like I could feel every word, every emotion. Could you tell us a little bit about this part here?
Karen Chattum's hurting became a habit. Wow, Spicy Gray, that was a hard play. I thought it was the hardest play I could have ever done. It came from my experience of dealing with mental health issues.
Okay.
And it took me until last year to be able to trust God with me enough and trust the love people have for me enough to say that publicly.
Okay. Okay.
I put the awareness through to that play, but I never would out loud tell people that I was diagnosed with dissociative identity disorder.
Okay. Okay.
What my people call telling my business, I call telling my testimony.
All right. I love the way you put that. It's not your business, it's testimony. Now, when you get into, because I know I had to have a certain type of setting when I sit and write, change the scent of the room and everything, even when I'm stepping into a different character. Is there a certain aroma you have to have, or a certain setting that you have to be in order to write?
It depends on which character I'm writing from.
Okay. Okay. So it changes up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the cast members. Um, we have actually, Tamara, that's been with you the longest.
Yes.
Now I'm allow her to tell us a little bit about the character that she's playing in her role.
Hello, I am playing Mama Star, and Mama Star is like the mom and the mentor to Qua, no, and to Callista. And so she's the one that she gives the sound advice. She's gonna keep it real with you. She's gonna tell you, give it to you straight with no chaser. And that's pretty much how I am. And so that I'm gonna exude that in this character all the way 100%.
Love it, love it. And I was getting ready to say, but just by you speaking, it's like you are that character still.
Yes, indeed.
Well, what was your reaction, and what did you think when Karen came to you and say, "I need you to play this role right here"?
Well, she always comes to me, and I might not even know what the character is, and if she's just gonna ask me, "Am I available?" Am I? Because she knows that I'm gonna be able to pull whatever character that she gives to me. And so when she calls and she calls me and I'm available, I most definitely, always try to, assist in bringing them across the messages that we speak for the voiceless, what we're trying to put out. So anytime that she needs me, I've been, like I said, I've been acting for like quite a few years and stuff and everything. And the first time she saw me was in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. And from that, we've had a beautiful relationship. I said we started out, like I said, I did Can't Nobody Tell It Like I Can, and we've just gone like each character has been more in depth. It's been more feeling, more emotion. It's truly has challenged me. I can say that because I mean some of them, some characters you walk away from them and you're so emotional because in order to embody the character, you have to put yourself in those shoes. And you have to so anytime that I do anything for her, I know that she's writing from a place from her heart. So I always try to bring my best. And she knows that she can always count on me, and we're gonna like, pull off a great performance.
Love it, love it, love it. Now, Karen, what
Yes.
was it that you seen in her to where you say, okay, this is her?
Because she has that mama spirit.
Yeah, I see it too.
She doing like she said she gonna give it to you straight, and that's what I needed this cast member to do, was to be able to be loving, have that mama spirit, and also have that mama spirit, like that old school mama spirit. That this is it right here.
Yes, yes, yes. Love it. Now, Leah, can you tell us what is, I hope I'm saying your name. I keep saying, is Leah?
It's Leia. Thank you.
Leia. Could you tell us about your character in this part here?
Yes, indeed. It's my pleasure. In Karen Chatham's, I forgot to check in on me. I play Callista. I'm a senior case manager now. I've been working in our agency for a while. I started out as a peer specialist. Um, so I've been through recovery so I can identify with some of my clients. And I'm recovering from alcoholism. So um, there's just when it comes to Callista, the thing about her is that she loves her job and she loves her clients, which is the reason why she loves her job. One of the things that when individuals spend so much time and give of themselves, she goes hard for the people that she's responsible for. And just like Mama Star, she who is her mentor, she has that mama bear spirit. And I can tell you from personal experience that when you have that spirit, sometimes it's very easy to not prioritize your own needs. So when you see this play, what you'll see is what happens when the people who are caretakers forget to take care of themselves.
Mm.
Ooh.
Love it, love it, love it. That's just beautiful. That's beautiful. And I'm, oh God, this play just sounds. I'm excited for y'all. I really am. I mean, because it's like it seems very deep. I mean, I'm so proud of Karen to have put this together. And we also have let me check that name right. Lauren. Sorry. Lauren, can you tell us a little bit about your character in this play?
Hey, yes. So my character is Miss Zoe. I am the program manager. So I uh, catch Khalees. Is it Callista? Drinking the wine in her office. Um, so and I'm kind of with Qua. She's kind of getting on Miss Zoe's last nerve, um, because Miss Zoe or Qua does not take Miss Zoe seriously at all. Um, so I look forward to playing the part. It's going to be so much fun.
So, in playing this part here, Lauren, I'm sorry. What do you have to do to prepare yourself to actually step in the shoes of this character to bring her to life?
So, to bring Miss Zoe to life, to be a program manager, my whole entire life I have been looked down or underestimated. And so to be playing Miss Zoe as a young woman, um, that comes in as a program manager, and she has to have all this, she's very authoritative. And so it's kind of how my life has been, my whole entire life, because I've always had people underestimate me. Um, and because I have that soft, nice spirit about me that and so playing a program manager and actually showing that I have authority is something I have to do in my life a lot. Because I'm a case manager now, and so sometimes proving myself and really get into that authority, especially because I have that very loving side of me. It's it's fun to play, but it's hard.
And that's why I asked you this, because when I see you, your that side is not as visible as it is with, I'm just call it a mama, because you can just see it all on her. But with you, I'm seeing this sweet person and innocent and very patient and compassionate. I couldn't actually visualize you as being this authoritative type of person, because usually the authoritative type of person has that real strong voice.
Yeah,
So,
don't get it twisted.
Better watch
She
out.
got it.
So Karen, I got to know. I got to know when it came down to Lauren. What made you pick her for that part? Or was
Because
it?
when I met Lauren, she was at work. I met her at work. So I was like, wow, she had a sweet spirit. I can work with people who will work with me. I can train you for your character. I need to be able to trust your spirit and your commitment.
Yes, yes. I love it. Love it. Now, out of all the characters from the ladies here on here, could you tell us which one was the most hardest to actually to get into?
Do I include myself?
Yeah,
Mine?
yeah, yeah. Playing yourself, I say it was.
Well,
Now,
I don't play me. I play Qua, the one that she say is getting on Miss Zoe's nerve.
okay, tell us about Qua.
She messy. So it's hard for me to stay in character and not laugh. That's been my hardest thing. She's that co-worker that can't nobody stand at work.
Oh, okay.
So we all have to do character development, Spicy. And one of the things I did was I don't ask people in my class to do something I don't do, so I did my character development as well. And it talks about in there that she's like a bulldozer. She'll move out any obstacle to get in her way to get what she wants. And she wants Callista's job. And she wants Zoe's job too.
Oh
But
Lord.
she'll start with Callista's job, and Callista made it real easy because she sloppy. She was drinking at work.
Okay. So I'm a go to Mama Star. How how is it to deal with Qua being that description that she's have issued us? Because it seems like she's a very difficult person.
Well, I have to tell her early on and, get her told, early on in the play. And so my character really doesn't like once I check her and move her out, and she moves off the way. I'm really more talking, having a conversation with Callista. So it's more like a one-on-one with me and Callista. With her, having a bottle of wine on her job and everything, and me being the mama that I am, and that I'm on her, like, trying to check in on her, trying to make sure that she's okay. Because I know that's not something that she normally, she's been trying to be sober for several years, and then all of a sudden now you're drinking on your job, and that's something most definitely got to be wrong. So a lot of my interaction is with me and Callista.
Okay, okay. I'm loving it. And so Leah, tell me how is it your character dealing with this type of person?
Dealing with which type of person?
Wait, wait.
With Qua?
Yeah, Qua.
Oh man, she is the thorn in my side. Which the one thing that I can definitely say about this, I've been working with Karen for this will be my fourth play. I think we've done several performances, but my fourth different play with her. But this will be my first time actually in a performance with her, having her, in front of the audience and not simply acting as writer and or playwright and director. So I was, when she told me that she was going to be in it also, that's when I was just like, okay, you know what? This is going to be fun because I love my sister. Of course, I'm her right hand woman. So we work together all the time and we just have a blast anyways. So just to see her and her acting chops, it's just been really fun. And I just can't wait to, I really look forward to rehearsal days now because we just have a good time. And because we're sisters, we get to get that little sister rivalry and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hear you.
In this particular role.
Yeah, because I can't wait to really, I would love to see Qua. I really would. And
I promise you, she is a sight to see.
A hot mess.
Fighter. if you've ever had somebody at work that you have to say, Lord, help me not roll my eyes when you see them, then Kwa is your person.
Lord. Now, Lauren, how does your character deal with her? Because being that you have this side that to where it's challenging to where you're one person, but then you gotta play in the role of an authority person, but then you're dealing with somebody with Qua.
I think Miss Zoe's just so done with the attitude that she's about ready to fight her herself. So I feel like Miss Zoe definitely gets onto the petty side, and so she kind of is like, "Nah, now you're gonna start doing stuff for me, and this is how this is gonna work."
Okay. Love it. This has been beautiful. Now, Karen, this play here that they're in, is there a particular date that you're aiming for, or has a date been set already?
Yes, the date is set. It's set for December the 7th, but it's actually not a public play.
Okay.
It is embedded in a lunch and learn.
Oh, okay. That's
So the
interesting.
concept is advocates, case managers, program managers, executive team members, street outreach, all of these people who care for people, I believe really need to check in and care for them. Because we go out there and we pour into our clients and into the community and we check in on everybody, but forget to check in on ourselves.
Yeah, I hear
And
that.
that's when burnout come in, frustration, because you got audits due, paperwork. I need a bus pass. I need this. I need that. And then we want to meet all of these needs and then fail to meet our own.
Yeah, I know the feeling of that. I know the feeling, that, especially when your heart is into helping other people.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean, I really can't wait. I mean, I would love to see this play. Just hearing about it, it's so interesting. Maybe one day it will be public later on in the future, maybe.
Speak it into existence. Speak it into
Yes,
existence.
maybe. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a short break and we're gonna come back and allow you to tell everyone a little bit about the website and everything involved, because as you see, you had some products as well. Tell them how they could get the book and everything. So everyone will be back after this message.
Hi, it's
Thank
your
you.
girl Chef Tish. I am the owner of Tish's Homestyle Cooking. You can reach me for all your catering needs, baking needs at 210-414-7718.
Ready.
We Speak on Purpose presents, from writer-director Karen Chatham, the award-winning play, 16. Introducing James Merle as Gary. So nobody cares about being beat up. So nobody want to be involved in nobody else, man. Also introducing Michelle Harper as Janae. I want to hear your voice every time you speak. Featuring the directorial debut of Miss Paula Yin. 16, another powerful and moving production. Written by Karen Chatham. September 24th, the Wyndham Hotel, San Antonio. 16, get it with Tickets Man.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh wow, this is a powerful and blessed woman. I mean, I'm so proud of her. I've been watching her. I know she doesn't know this, but I watch her every time, seeing everything coming up. And I just ask that y'all love on her, support her. She's gonna tell you a little bit about the business and how y'all could get in contact with her. But just make sure y'all tune in next week because as some of y'all know, we have reached already 1,000 on TikTok. So now we're going to be going ahead and trying to see about streaming through TikTok. So,
congratulations.
thank you. So I was very proud of that. I mean, it's just go at Spicy Gray on TikTok. I mean, I do some crazy stuff because some of us just like to be in a different character, or whatever. I act like I'm singing or whatever. But then I also promote the business as well on there, and just like during Domestic Violence Month, we announced a lot of things on domestic violence. During the month of domestic violence, but that's another platform that I just been really fighting to get through, and I finally made it to 1,000. Praying to get up to 10,000 one day.
Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, we're gonna be working on today to get the avenues and everything to get the streaming through TikTok. So, and also as some know already through TikTok, we got to have moderators because we do have some rude people. So we don't tolerate that on our show. But make sure y'all tune in next week because we're going to be talking about a subject on TikTok as well, where this young man is encouraging other men to not get in relationship with women with children. So make sure you tune in. It's really a trip. He's really promoting t-shirts and everything. And it's more or less like if that woman got kids, stay away from her. Don't get with a woman that has kids, get a woman that don't have kids so you can have your own. So we're gonna have the phone number up. The phone lines will be up, so y'all can call in with your comment, your questions, your opinions. So just make sure y'all tune in next week. So, Karen, could you tell us, along with Speak Up, as you see in the flyer behind me, I see Cubs, I see the book. Could you tell us a little bit about that and how they can obtain that if they're interested?
Yes, but before we go there, I have to share something with you. Sure. Karen Chatham is the playwright.
Okay.
Okay, but our organization is a ministry, so that's where the minister comes from. But after that, Chatham is a hyphen. My name is Karen Chattum-Dozier. And I have to make sure people know that so that I don't leave my husband out of this.
Oh no.
I'm not single.
Yeah, she's married, y'all. She's married. Yes. And it was hard because I was like, okay, is it Dozier? Dozier?
So it depends on where you're from. So most people pronounce it Dozier. It is properly pronounced Dozier. Leah loves to say that.
Okay, so Dozier, is that a certain origin?
Yes.
Where is that?
I just knew Leah was gonna step in and help. It's French.
Oh, okay. I like it though. So yeah, y'all remember that. Don't forget to put that hyphen and Dozier at the end. Yeah, I thought it was French just by hearing it.
But to answer your question, the things that you see behind you, the marketing tools, they were created by my cousin. Her name is Frida Holland, and I can get them in touch with her. Okay. The cover of Tired of Being Tired that you're showing, again, that's Shantae. She was one of the actresses she's been in a lot of the plays that we've done. She's an amazing actress, and when I told her I needed a fresh face on that cover, she was happy to do it.
Yes, I love it. And I also see a notebook. Is that behind the book of Tired of Being Tired? Is that something for a daily journal, diary?
Or? It's for a journal. So it serves two purposes. If we're doing like the lunch and learn, they can take notes in there. Or if they're reading the book and they just want to write down their thoughts, their feelings, and just write it out. Because I promote an ink to voice journey.
Okay.
A lot of people won't talk about the things they've been through or their experiences and their feelings, emotions, or whatever, but they can write them out. People seem to do that better.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know I
Yeah,
do.
one of the things that Karen always says is that if you want to know her truth, then you'll find it in her ink. If she writes it down, then that's her truly her truth.
Oh wow, yeah, I love that. Yeah, if anybody's interested in seeking more about the ministry, how could they reach you?
So more about the ministry, they can go to We Speak Up for the Voiceless Inc.com.
Okay.
If
Okay.
they want to talk to me, they can find me on Facebook. They can find me up on our page. We have a We Speak Up page that
Okay.
they can find me on, or they can email me at kchattumspeaksup@gmail.com, or they can call me. My
Oh,
number is public, 210-214-4420. If they can't reach me, I don't answer, they can leave me a voicemail or text.
I like that, making yourself accessible. I love it. Now, Karen, do you ever have anybody that come to you that needs any type of because I know some people, they feel some type of way about public counselors or finding somebody that actually to talk to that will understand and know where they're coming from and can lead them in the right direction. Do you ever have anyone that reaches out to come to you for that?
Yes, so it depends on what they're looking for. If they're looking for diagnosis, or they're looking for something directly focused towards their diagnosis, then
Mhm.
I can link them to services. I tell them about the Center for Healthcare Services. I tell them that there is actually a beautiful therapist inside of San Antonio fighting back at the Barbara Jordan Center. And then I also tell them about We Speak Up for the Voiceless Inc. Because one of the things I do is I teach people healthy and effective coping skills. Because
Okay.
we can all come up with a coping skill, but that doesn't mean they're healthy.
Now, do you have in plan or a vision to turning one of the plays one day into an actual movie?
I get asked that a lot lately. And my answer to that is that's God's will. The difference between a play on stage and a movie is the linkage to services.
Yeah.
If someone is watching a movie on TV, it's going to spark them, hopefully, to go get some help. But if they're right there where we can reach out and help them and get them linked into services, that's something different. Because I can't even imagine watching a play and then thinking about going to get an HIV test, and then life happens and you don't, right? But
Right.
if you're right there in that moment, like you said, you saw the scene, you got pulled into it. So imagine being there and you don't know if you're HIV positive or not, when you're getting abused right then, and you know that there are people who are there to help make a big difference in your life, you are going to be more apt to do something about it than watching it on the movie. I love a good movie, but
Mm.
it's just, to me, like reading a book online is nothing like having that book in your hand.
And I agree with that because I know like a lot of people they talk about how technologies have changed and being an author to where everything is electronic now. And I'm like, well, it's kind of hard for me because coming from middle school, I'm just used to having that notebook and the pen and writing everything down. So I learned from a past lesson to where I have it stored in like 4 or 5 different places because you never know. But I can't get away from writing it down or typing it out, you know. But I feel that. I feel that. I understand. Now we're gonna go to Mama up there, and we're gonna ask, if from doing this play, what message could you send out to anybody else out there that could be watching this right now and could be going through anything?
I could say that the main thing that would be coming, that the message that you would get from this play is that sometimes we get so busy with, you're checking in on everybody and you're always making sure that everybody else is straight and everything and making sure that everybody else has everything that they need. But sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves. There's, it's so easy to fall into to that rut to where like you're like, okay, well, I'm making sure that the kids are straight. I'm making sure my husband is straight. I'm making sure my clients are straight and everything. And but then it comes to you and you're not doing what you need to be doing. We're self-medicating and you find ourselves, finding, turning towards alcohol, drugs, whatever your vice is and everything. But it's just about just checking in on yourself and everything, and then having somebody to hold you accountable, to call you on your stuff. Everybody needs that person. Everybody needs that mama star in your life and everything is gonna tell you, baby, no, you need to get it together. Yes, indeed.
Love it, love it. I could truly say, Karen, you have the right person for the mama role. I mean, I feel her all the way through. She just reminded me of when I was one mama that always cooked, and she would give that lesson of the day or get on your behind right then and there. I love it. I love it. You chose the right character for that. But
When I put it on the kid, when I wrote this, when she accepted the role, wrote her character.
oh,
I pulled from her spirit to write her role, so it fits because that's her.
yes, I see, and I love it when it's a character that actually could be themselves. And that's what
Yeah.
it just seems like it is with her. It's not just that character you're gonna see on there, but it's like that's mama right there. That's her. Yeah, and I love it. I love it. And I'm gonna go to Leah. Leah, just give us, from your character stance, what message can you send out to anybody that see you as a character?
My message would be that there's a fine line between being a caretaker and a martyr, and you don't want to cross that line. It's something that can be very easy to do. It's something that I struggled with for a long time. It took me almost 38 years of living to realize that you can't pour out from empty. Um, and I've been at the bottom and gotten to a point where I just did not have anything else to give because I kept putting everybody and everything before me. And it really took God bringing me to literally a rock bottom, and realizing that if I'm not good, my kids weren't going to be good, my family was going to be good, nobody was going to be good, and I deserve better. And the people around me deserved the best version of me, not just what was left over after I handed out everything to my job or and to my church and things. And I think the hardest thing for us, it's easy to say no to things that we clearly are like, okay, that's not for me. But when we're doing good things, like helping other people and taking care of other people, it makes it a lot more difficult to figure out where to draw that line. And for me, that's where God comes in and me asking Him to order my steps and to prioritize. Okay, not just me deciding because I used to be, I'm a recovering people pleaser. So I'm learning now to run it by Him first. Okay, somebody asked me to do XYZ. Now, God, yes or no? And when I tell you the peace that I have now, the and the ability not just to give out like scraps, but when I do engage people, they're getting my best and they're getting what God wants me to give out to them. And when I tell you, it's a huge difference. So I'm very very excited to play this role and to play this out, for the people that truly need it.
And we'll go over and we're going to ask Lauren the same question about her character and what message that she hoped that they will get through seeing her on stage.
I hope the message that people get with my character, with Miss Zoe, that even as a young program manager, that we have to, like, we do have to stand our ground, but sometimes it is hard because we have such a, especially when we have a sweet spirit when we want to help others. So Miss Zoe has the sympathy um, for Callista. She has that sympathy for her. But it's difficult for Miss Zoe because she's also in trying to prove herself to the people that don't think she has enough to be a program manager. So I just want people to get, like, even though that I'm a small person and I have the higher like the program manager title, that I can still be sweet and kind, but have that authoritative figure still.
And lastly, Mrs. Karen,
Yes,
your
ma'am.
character, what you say was the hardest one for you to do. What message do you think that somebody could get from your character alone?
So for my character is realizing that everybody comes with something, even Qua. There's a reason why people act ugly. They don't just show up and just act ugly. There's something deeper. Now it's up to that person whether they let you in enough to figure it out. But I was glad that Leah said what she said about talking to God first, but because what I ask anybody to do before they open up my script is to talk to God.
I
Ask
love
them to pray about it. Talk to God before you open the script and talk to him again and then listen before you give me your answer. Do not step into this role until you've had an open conversation with God.
I agree. I agree. Now, I truly thank y'all for coming on and sharing y'all story with us, especially Mrs. Karen. I really appreciate you. I love you so much. And I am so proud of you. And I mean, I can't wait to read the book, period. Because I mean, I'm excited. Just by the title alone, I'm excited. So, I can't wait to read that. But if anything, as the last question, if it's anything that you want to get across to your viewers out here, what would it be?
I want them to know that there's power in their voice. You're only a victim as long as you consider yourself a victim. And to realize the things that you've been through truly is for a purpose. I've had some traumatic things happen to me, no lie, but the most beautiful moments that I've had outside of bringing my kids into this world and marrying my husband is based on post trauma. The plays and books, they came after trauma. And so when I realized that God gives people things, He gives me the ability to write, but He also gave me the ability to be strong in my mind. And if my mind is so strong that it'll create an altar to protect me, imagine what my mind can do now that I've decided that I don't want to be a victim. I choose not to be a victim. I'm victorious, and I don't care what they diagnose me with. I'm 18 years later, and I received my degrees, earned them after a diagnosis. After the dissociative identity disorder diagnosis, I earned 2 associates, a bachelor's in psychology, and a master's with specialization in psychology. So can anybody tell me what God can do?
Amen. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I appreciate y'all coming on. I wish y'all the best of luck. I'll be praying for y'all. And
Thank you.
I'm gonna claim it. I'm gonna claim that it's gonna be open to public one day, so I could just step right in that door. So I'm gonna be claiming that. So he said, "You claim it, it's yours." So that's
Yes.
what we're gonna claim. So keep going up. I love you so much. I love each one of y'all beautiful ladies. Thank y'all so much, and I hope to see you soon. And I can't wait to
Definitely.
get my book. So
Love you too, and happy belated birthday. And your book will be on its way tomorrow.
thank you so much. Now, just don't forget, she gave you your website. look her up, support her, everyone. I have so much love. I'm telling you, if you have a conversation with her, I'm gonna tell you, you can't feel nothing but love. And I mean, that's what drew me into her. You know, it's more than just the beauty on the outside. It's the comfort and consolation and beauty on the inside of Mrs. Karen. So it's like, I'm gonna tell you, you're not gonna regret meeting her. Just make sure you go support her, you know, join in with her cause and everything. And if anything, also, you know, she supplied the website. If y'all would just give her a love offering, you know, support what she's doing, donate. And what I want to do is also ask her to, if she will give y'all once again the website.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It is We Speak Up for the Voiceless Inc.com.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all show us some love. But we'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a blessed week. Have a beautiful night. Y'all stay safe out there. And remember for the raffle that's going to be posted up, make sure that on this one here is just the one purple heart and inbox the number. And for the TV, the tickets are $10. You Cash App or PayPal to $10. Put 2 pepper hearts up. Inbox me your phone number for the winner that will be pulled and announced live on the 16th of December. I can honestly say we actually have 3 people in there for the TV. So y'all come on. I know y'all want this TV. You never know what'll happen. I love y'all so much, and we'll see you next week.